I was like, what is he doing? Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Griswold High School. Welcome to GSPN, the Griswold Sports Programming Network, and SNSN Radio. We are live here at Griswold High School for today's inaugural boys soccer broadcast between the Griswold Wolverines and the St. Bernard Saints. I am Scott Fryer, along with Jeff Blanchard, Kyle Gunderman, and Kevin Merchant. We are bringing you to all of today's action live here from Griswold High School. And I'd like to welcome my counterpart, Jeff Blanchard. Jeff, the boys are coming off a big 4-1 win, 5-1?
5-1.
5-1 win over Wheeler on Tuesday. Can you talk a little bit about that game?
Well, I did have the pleasure. Oh, thank you. I did have the pleasure of attending that game last Tuesday, I believe it was, or Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was Thursday. Yep.
Very, very rough-looking field, but the boys did start off pretty good. Once they got the ball on the deck, things seemed to flow a little bit better. For the first game of the year, though, I think the coaches would agree that it's a good start to a season. We have high expectations. A very experienced club at this point, with several juniors and a handful of key seniors that are playing this year.
Yes, and St. Bernard's, they had a rough start to their season. They opened up against Montville on Thursday, and they were shut out 4-0. So we're just about ready to get started here. It should be a pretty good contest. Still feeling out what both teams are like so far this year. So we'll get to see. We follow these boys a lot, Jeff, and we know that they have the ability to put a lot of points on the board. So not very familiar with St. Bernard. You are more familiar with some of these kids. So it should be interesting to see how things go here this morning.
Yeah, I would expect that the Griswold team is going to jump out pretty quick, trying to get the ball from middle of the field out and then back in. And they did a great job of that last Thursday against Wheeler. And we really pressured high. We had two striker offense and got the ball several times with easy chip-in shots at the goal. So I would expect these guys to come out pretty quick today.
Again, and Evan Merchant had a hat trick in his first game as a sophomore this year. And Matt Ladd had the other 2 goals for the Wolverines.
Yep. Wheeler plays a high line in the back. They try to trap you and create an offside situation. We just timed it well with our through passes, and we're able to get through, and it was some one-on-one situations that really benefited. And
we have some pretty exciting freshmen as well this year, too. So pretty good. We have sophomore goalkeeper Dylan Fryer in the net, who gave up one on Thursday. Didn't see a lot of action, I heard.
No, he didn't, and really that was kind of a soft goal. It wasn't his fault, just a defensive breakdown. So he would look pretty sharp, though. Especially we played the ball back a lot to him and utilized him as part of the offense when we started building from the back. So he did a great job delivering the appropriate passes.
So here we are with action here. Griswold plays the ball back to Ryan Fasula, who looks out to the outside. And it's headed out to Merchant, but it's a little bit wide for him. And the ball gets back to midfield. And Dom Tamburino sends it off to, who is that? Was that your son? Was that Justin?
Yeah, Jacob actually played that wide.
Justin's on there.
Yeah, Justin's actually
is he on the bench?
On the bench right now.
All right.
But
he plays defense.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Center back. So I'm sure he'll make some entrance at some point.
The ball's played up to Evan Merchant, and it looks across to Aiden Christie, but he's offsides. Just a little bit offsides there. So good look early by the Wolverines as they try to put some pressure on the Saints.
And we were familiar with the offsides call last Thursday, so we were just challenging that back line and just got the ball out of Evan Merchant's feet a little too late to Mr. Aiden Christie.
So the ball is kicked off down by the Saints, but is headed out by Ryan Fasula. Now here's Evan Merchant over in the corner. Gets the ball out to Ryan Ganley. So it's tapped back to the middle and broken up and booted out of bounds by St. Bernard's.
One of the things Griswold could actually do a little bit better is when we do get it outside, our head goes down a little bit, and just know there's a lot of space in that central attacking zone where we could be connecting some passes.
Beautiful throw in by Matt Ladd, just missed on the header by Tamburino, and it's cleared out by the Saints. Ball will go out of bounds right at the midfield line. Wolverines ball, they'll throw it back in. Wolverines try to get it up on the clear. And it's over to Ganley. St. Bernard's will intercept the pass, the errant pass by Matt Ladd, but picked up back by the Wolverines, and they get it back to the keeper. So Dylan Fryer will control it, get it out to the side. Good ball movement there by the Wolverines as they get the ball across midfield to Aiden Christie. He looks ahead to Evan Merchant, but it's a little too strong, and the ball goes out of bounds to St. Bernard's.
So it looks like Griswold's actually doing a fantastic job right now moving the ball from the defensive to attacking zone.
Yeah, that's a good way to keep pressure on the defense and try to wear them down. We have a pretty big squad here at Griswold, and not the same numbers for St. Bernard, so that could come into play later on. Griswold will control in the defensive end and push it up. Senior Matt Ladd with the ball now.
This is the same through ball that we saw many times Thursday that were actually connected and had some good results.
So we'll see what that will work here. So far, the timing's been a little bit off, but Griswold controlling the possession here early.
Definitely controlling the midfield. Our midfielders are checking in, receiving the ball, not giving their midfield a chance to even touch it. So you can see the domination right there.
Yes. So good looking early by the Wolverines as they control most of the play here. Even when St. Bernard's gets an opportunity, the Griswold defense is all over them.
And that has a lot to do with the spacing, and we're breaking them down. So they're chasing us right now, which is a good thing. That's what you want. Get them out of position, and then find the channels to score on.
So excellent movement here by Griswold as they're trying to control. That one might have been a little long, and it is. So the ball goes out of bounds, and St. Bernard's will get the throw in. That's Noah Urena out there who's taken the ball and boots it down the sideline. Actually a great play to keep that in bounds, but goes to a St. Bernard's player, but taken again away. It's a great ball to Aiden Christie. He's got the ball down the left side, coming in for a possible shot. Doesn't get a lot of foot on it. Maybe a pass, maybe a shot, but the keeper for St. Bernard's is there to pick it up.
Fraction of a second later, and Matt Ladd would have tapped that in, just trailing the play.
So I don't know. That goes down as a shot on goal. So it'll be the first official shot on goal here today. Just a short time in, 5 minutes into the game. Griswold has it now. Tamburino's got it.
Good little nifty move in the middle.
Over to Ladd. That looks wide to Ganley now. Ganley has it over in the corner. It's off Ganley out of bounds, and it goes to St. Bernard's.
Seeing the last couple of practices, Scott, that's not a bad spot for them because they spend a lot of time on the corners, and you could see the team start to assemble once that ball gets wide in their positions for scoring.
I did notice the other day when I was watching some practice, they were doing a lot of that practice from over in the corner, looking to make that pass. So it was good for both sides, for our defense working on those plays as well as our offense getting their set plays up. So
interesting to see how this again, most of the game right now played on our attacking half. What we expected early on. Great throw in from Matt.
Goes out of bounds again. So he's got. I've only been watching for a couple of years now, since Dylan's been playing, but Matt has a fantastic. Not only do you have a great foot, but he's got a fantastic throw. I mean,
yeah, that's actually a weapon almost better than like a
corner kick or something, or a free
direct
kick.
Yeah, anything like that, because it's easier to place, and he's got the arm strength to get that ball out there. So absolutely.
So the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Wolverines now.
And Jacob Blanchard usually takes them, but it looks like Matt's going to do it this time.
Yeah. I was going to say Jacob usually is our corner kick guy, but
yeah.
So let's see. Griswold is good at the. Our headers are allowed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
We had a discussion about that last night during the football game if we're allowed to use headers. So there's a touch and go there on the corner kick, and great move by the Wolverines. Tamburino crosses it across. Nobody home. There's Evan Merchant with it. Sporting the new number this year. There's a clear back in by Noah. Back out to Merchant. He's off in the corner again, trying to play it, but is booted out of bounds by the St. Bernard's defender. That's number 18, Dominic Ranelli. No, I'm sorry. That is number 18, Matthew Murphy. I was looking at the player, not the actual jersey number. So here's Wolverine, a little whistle and blow. They're going to call it against the Wolverines. I'm not sure what that call was.
They got a little tangled up, number 2, Jacob Blanchard. And I think, can't see the number on the St. Bernard's player, but they got tangled up and kind of just blew the whistle because it looked like it was getting a little aggressive.
So that free kick there by the Saints did not go the way they wanted it to go. This one's going to go out off Evan Merchant's foot, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. But that free kick kind of popped up in the air, and Ganley ran underneath it and got it out to Merchant, but he was just a little bit too strong on the tap ahead. So goal kick for St. Bernard's.
Interestingly enough, their goalie, I think, has been pressed into a goalie role due to one of their starters being out.
What a great pass there by Matt Ladd out to Aiden Christie, but the ball goes to a defender. And Charlie Mikolajczyk got the ball, but it was taken away. So the ball goes over out of bounds to St. Bernard's. Throw in, taken away quickly by Jacob Blanchard, and then try to control it by Matt Ladd, but good play by the defender, and he gets it ahead. Anthony Fasula has the ball, but it's going to be off his foot out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for St. Bernard's.
I think Anthony might be the dad, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Ryan.
It's Ryan.
But a little shout out to Anthony for us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Griswold gets it, clears it back up. Merchant tries to little bump header out to Christie. Didn't work, but Blanchard's got it, and he gets it to Tamburino at the middle of the field. He's got a little traffic, but he gets it outside to Mikolajczyk. Back to Christie, a little off his foot, and it goes out of bounds. So a little miscue there by the Wolverines, but that's all right. It's in the offensive end. And a great stop there. They're going to call it out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, Charlie just jumped that pass, and a little rough touch and went back out of bounds. But good to see him aggressive.
Yep. Let's see our defense pushing up as well. So this is a little double header there over to Matt Ladd. Puts it back to Fasula and gets it out to Urena. Urena's got it.
Good switch of the field there, by the way.
Spreading out the defense.
Now, Griswold's got to be a little bit, they got to be a little patient here. They don't want to abandon their possession and just start going 1v1s and independent. So
right. We watched a lot of the games together last year, and last year they had a tendency to push the ball backwards instead of forwards when they should have been moving forward. So,
well, I mean, the tendency is to possess, but yeah, you always want to move forward first if you can, and if you can't, then yeah, build back from the back, and then get ourselves moving forward again. But yes, sometimes when we had plenty of opportunities to move forward, we went backwards.
Yes, and that caused some problems here. There's a shot towards the net, but it's picked up by the keeper for the Saints, Daniel O'Brien. He said he's kind of been forced into that role here, so we'll see how he does. Blanchard's got it at midfield, taps it back. Ben Jeffs kind of gets it off the defender back to the keeper, Dylan Fryer, who calmly taps it ahead to Fasula.
But look at their forward they have no forwards or no attackers for them. So our back line is really.
It's almost like they're too nervous to press forward.
Exactly. Well, they're compact in defense mode the whole game, so they didn't move anybody forward. So it's very easy to get the ball back down the field through our defense. So that's a good sign.
So the ball blasted out of bounds by a St. Bernard's player. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Jacob Blanchard is taking this one.
I wonder if it's a right versus left thing.
Here's Tamburino, and there's Matt Ladd with a blast. Hits the keeper, it bounces, but right at the goal line, he picks it up. And he makes the stop. So a good setup there by the Wolverines, and Ladd takes a cannon. But the keeper got there in time.
Yep, great opportunity there. Well done. That's something they practice all the time.
So the ball goes out of bounds here.
Subbing out right now. We're almost about 13 minutes in. So Ben Jeffs breaks that up in the middle, off to Noah Urena on the right. Finds Ryan Ganley.
It's one thing about when you're calling a game when it's televised, you don't feel like you don't have to do like the in-depth play-by-play that you do for like a football game that you're doing just on the radio. So it's great to have GSPN involved with us doing these games through video live. This is great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, especially for those folks that can't come to the game and give them an opportunity to see their players play.
Yes,
so.
It's good stuff. So the ball goes over to St. Bernard's. They'll throw it in on the near sideline. Here's Aiden Christie. He's got a pass to the middle, bounces off a defender and goes to the goalie. Almost pops in the net off his hand. So
right there, it would have been better suited probably to get that up a little higher. Not so much on the goalie. You had two guys there to pick up that pass.
It was a great directional header there by Charlie Mikolajczyk to keep possession for the Wolverines on the punt by the keeper. So Tamburino's got it far side. He's going to look to the middle, cuts back, gets around the defender, cuts to the middle. He's a great ball. Christie was there, but couldn't get it. Mikolajczyk gets it back to Christie, and the Wolverines are going to reset it. Here's a big shot by was that Jacob that shot that?
That was Jacob.
Jacob Blanchard with the bomb on it, but it was blocked by a defender.
You can see the real panic in St. Bernard's when we get that ball in the middle down there because it's pretty frantic.
And they all bunch up towards the middle.
Yep, almost ball chasing.
Yep. So lots of pressure here by the Wolverines so far in the first half. We are about 20 minutes into the first half.
Well, I think we're not that far yet.
No. Here's a save by the keeper. About 15 minutes in. Yeah, I can't see the scoreboard from here fully. So we have a little clock over here on the table that's keeping time for us. So great play by Aiden Christie, but a little bit strong, and it goes out of bounds. So he popped it up all over the defender's head.
Yeah.
But he needed about 5 more yards of space. He ran out of room, so the ball will be a goal kick for St. Bernard's.
Cheeky little flick.
So number 13, Charles Niles for the Saints will take that goal kick. It's a little pop-up. Only goes about 25 yards. And as usual, Jacob Blanchard's right in the middle of it with his head.
I don't know if that's great for self-preservation, but you admire the effort.
He definitely is no fear there in the middle. There's a ball that rolls through the middle, picked up by a St. Bernard's defenseman, and clicked out, kept in by the Wolverines. Charlie Mikolajczyk off his foot sideways, and it goes out of bounds. So throw in, saved by Fasula, and pushed ahead by St. Bernard's, but taken there by Ben Jeffs on the play.
Again, whenever St. Bernard's does get the ball down there, there's only 1 or 2 options at best, so it's very easy for our defense to play back into the offensive side.
And we have a very aggressive defense, and they're all over that. So The ball's being pushed up again by the Wolverines, and here's Aiden Christie down the near side. He stops, looks, crosses it across the middle, has Jacob Merchant there for the goal. Sorry, Jacob Blanchard. I said Merchant. Jacob Blanchard with the goal.
That's a fantastic job by Aiden Christie on the outside. 2 times before, went closer to the keeper. This one here, he goes up high, finds Jacob at his foot, 1 touch, and a great strike to finish that play. Great job by the guys right there. Well done.
So 1-0 lead now for the Wolverines on a great play. You could almost see him looking to the middle as he ran down the sidelines. He stopped, changed directions, and then put a perfect pass right on to Jacob's foot to give the Wolverines an early 1-0 lead here.
Exactly, and that goal doesn't happen, Scott, without that pass right there. So, again, well done by Aiden Christie to get that to him.
So it's pushed ahead by St. Bernard's into the Wolverine zone. They have the ball on a throw-in.
I think we're having some video difficulties right now, Scott.
We lose our feed. And we're back. Feed's back, so
apologize for that.
Hopefully they got the goal. If not, it's a 1-0 lead for the Wolverines as they're tapped the ball back to Dylan Fryer, the keeper. He's looking across. He pops it out in the air to Blanchard over his head, and Christie's got it now out to Mikolajczyk. And he'll look ahead. He's got Matt Ladd, but just a little too far, and it rolls out of bounds. St. Bernard's ball.
So 18 minutes in now, and it looks like the Wolverines are the game plan is looks like it's actually working well. So
yeah, they just keep pushing and pushing, and eventually good things are going to happen, like we saw on that last goal.
So even when they change the field, right now there's only 4 people at half field forward for these guys.
Yeah.
So very difficult to mount any type of offensive pressure.
And it's even then, the guys are just trickling across the midfield line after that. So the Wolverines have it sprinting down the sidelines, and the ball is booted out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Wolverines. Now, one of the bad things, I don't know if it's true that much in soccer, but it is kind of like in hockey where if the goalie doesn't get a lot of action, maybe he gets a little complacent back there. I don't know. But Dylan Fryer is not seeing a lot of action back there.
Well, I'm sure the camera's not on him right now, but he is actually pushed high, pushed forward, closer to midfield, so he's not falling asleep.
Yeah.
But he is going to any type of counter here on a miss pass ball or played ball, and he can keep that ball in if he pushes forward a little bit.
And one thing I can say about Dylan, I don't think he's going to fall asleep back there. He's always active. You can see him right now. He's moving around. And he stays in the game. So here's a corner kick across the middle. There's a good shot. And it's a lot of bodies there in the middle, as you can see. Kind of a little jumbled mess.
Ball still in.
Ball does stay in. It's a corner kick, so Aiden Christie's got it.
Actually, it's a throw-in, I think.
Is it a throw-in? Okay. No, it's a corner.
Tough to see with that hill there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of a bump there. So we'll see what's coming here. If he'll kick it across the middle, or he's going to look out for an outlet. Nope. Ball's rolled across the middle, and it's going to go out of bounds again. It's going to be another corner for the Wolverines.
So again, steady pressure, just relentless. Where the St. Bernard's team can't even catch a breather here on the defensive side.
And eventually that could come back and hurt them. Here's a big ball across the middle by Christie, and it's headed out of bounds. So a good chance by Ben Jeffs coming all the way up from defense to put that ball. He's a tall kid, so just a little bit over the crossbar.
Yeah, and it was a good, well-floated ball by Jacob Blanchard.
And look in the background, I can see the cross-country kids running today. So good luck to our boys cross-country team today. I don't think they'll have an issue. The strain kids will keep them in the front as long as
they should have the top 3, right?
Yeah, always. And there's a Griswold again with Christie running down the sideline for that play. There's a ball across the middle to Ganley. He's got a shot. It's going to just wide. I thought that was going to be in.
There's a great combination from Aiden Christie, I think, to Jacob Blanchard, then back out to Ryan Ganley, which they're putting together some pretty good combinations early on.
Now, I got to remember that I can't just say Ganley all the time because we have Owen Ganley as a freshman this year as well. So right now he's on the bench, but I got to be specific which Ganley I'm talking about from now on.
No, you have to do the same with the Jacob
Blanchard. With the Blanchard boys, yeah, because he's going to get in eventually.
Yep.
Justin's going to be able to come in eventually.
Yep.
So That's a great addition to our team this year.
Yeah, look forward to see him out there.
Me too.
As well as the other players.
Yes. So here's Matt Ladd down the far side. Gets it to Tamburino.
Oh.
Is that no? Who is that out there? No.
That was Logan Richards.
Logan Richards.
Checked in.
That's one of our new players this year?
No, actually, he's a senior.
Is he? I thought he was new this year. Why did I not remember him from last year?
Because he's about as far away from Dylan as possible.
That's true.
He plays forward position, so.
So the ball is being pushed by St. Bernard's, but the Griswold defense is right there, and they get it back across midfield, but it's going to be a throw-in for St. Bernard's.
We are very, very stout in the central defense at our back line. It's very difficult for them to even touch the ball back there.
Yeah, it's been a go for them. And one good thing that I know from watching these boys the last year and a half is they communicate well back there between the keeper and the three defensemen. They communicate very well. Even when the ball is up, I can hear Dylan screaming at them, shouting instructions to them, which is important to a defender. So here's the ball across the middle, good header, and Blanchard's right there. He hits the post. Oh, what a great shot! But Ladd's right there, and a goal.
So Noya ran it with a fantastic cross into the box. Jacob Blanchard off his foot hits the goal post, and Matt Ladd.
He popped it right. It went right to him, and he was there. He blasted it into the goal. So a 2-0 lead now. That's Ladd's third goal of the season.
So fantastic. I mean, the pressure here is just, again, like I said before, relentless. They don't catch a break from being playing defense, and then, next thing you know, they're back again.
Yep.
Bodies are turned. They're not looking at the ball, and Griswold's starting out strong.
It's good news. It's tough when you have a young team that's you're struggling, and when you're getting beat down, it's a little bit tough to stay in the game.
Yeah, and again, I think we've got some key senior players that are out, and a freshman for St. Bernard's that's a starter. So I think that's obviously playing a part. But we were there a couple years back, right?
In fact, yes, we were. So you have to build from the ground up, and eventually they'll get there. They have some good talent at this school. So the Wolverines were offsides on that play. It was a pass out to Christie, and he was just a step off. So ball goes to St. Bernard's, but Griswold quickly takes the ball away.
And Ben Jeffs with a nice directional header to get that ball out and back on the move.
He's great at that.
Good anticipation and good instincts.
So here's Matt Ladd now looking across the middle, and it's tapped, and it'll go back to. Oh, whoa. My goodness! That ball took a little crazy hop there, and the keeper had to actually make a save on that. It almost went in the goal. That would have been an own goal? It looks like. I don't know if I hit a defender.
Yes, it would have.
Yep.
But I guess they feel he needs to be challenged.
I guess so. Keeping their keeper awake back there. So this one will go to Fryer. He's going to tap it out now to Mikolajczyk.
I was going to say, let's let him touch the ball.
Right?
Keep him active.
Keep him awake back there. So a good ball movement there by St. Bernard's, but that's going to go out of bounds to Griswold. Little tap, 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 and there's going to be some substitutes now.
In comes Justin Blanchard and J.J. Bruno for Aiden Christie and Charlie Mikolajczyk. So Justin will park himself at central defender, and J.J. will be at left mid.
And we're not really losing anything back on defense having Justin there, because he's probably one of the more aggressive kids I see play defense. Having watched him the last few years playing youth and then indoor with him. So.
Yeah, so he plays a defensive central defender on his SSC Premier team, so he's pretty comfortable back there.
Yeah, and he does a great job, and I'm glad to see him finally come up here and play with us again. So we were kind of weird not seeing him back there when we played with him for so many years when we were playing youth, and then indoor. It was nice to see him and Owen Ganley together again. So
yes, absolutely.
And then get some work with these boys too. So that's great.
It'll help them as they move forward.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll be able to have an indoor team season this year too. Here's the Wolverines on the move again. Ladd down the near side. Crosses up. He's going to look across the middle.
Oh, Jacob somehow got a foot on that.
He did.
Nice pass back to Dominic.
Looks like Dominic was lining that up, but the ball went off a defender's foot. But the Griswold Wolverines keep it. Here's Ryan Ganley now. just on the edge of the box. It goes down. It's going to be
a foul on Ryan.
A foul on Ryan. I couldn't see the coach. The coach for the Saints was in the way. It's Coach Pertl.
I think he just wanted to hear his name on the radio,
yeah.
Scott. Yep, we got him in there.
We got him in. He's looking a little frustrated right now. So another great header. Good job by Jacob Blanchard getting the ball ahead. And it's going to go to the keeper of St. Bernard's. So it looks like Evan Merchant's getting ready to check back into the game. The ball goes out of bounds. And Evan's coming into the game for
Ryan Ganley.
Ryan Ganley. So a little sub out, senior for sophomore. A great job by Ganley as usual. He's always in the thick of things, and usually when someone's getting physical, his name's probably gonna come up.
Yeah, and you know what? Like his older brother Owen, I think is following in his footsteps because he's pretty aggressive himself.
He is, and he for a kid who's smaller. It's great to see him. He's not afraid to get in the middle and mix it up. So Wolverines will have the ball here. Matt Ladd with his powerful throw-ins. Got it on the far side. Here's he chucks it into the middle of the box. No Wolverines there. It was headed out of the box by a St. Bernard's player, but taken away quickly. But a foul from behind on Dominic Tamburino, so it's going to be St. Bernard's ball.
Yeah, for those guys that don't see Matt throw the ball in, for the first time, even more of a weapon because they don't realize the strength he has. But after they see him throw once, they usually make some adjustments.
And as we've seen the entire game on those set pieces for St. Bernard's, there's a Griswold player right there to take the ball away. A little tap back.
I'm sure Justin will play the keeper because that's what he's
really great at that, and Dylan has always amazed me. He's so calm back there. Like he used to be like super indecisive at the beginning of the year last year, if you remember.
Yep.
And he's really been working on that. Ben's dad, Dave, has been working on that, talking to him, giving him. And I think you were helping him out too in the summer season with his confidence with the ball. And even when he gets pressured, it's kind of crazy how calmly he'll just tap it to an open defender. So
yeah, just maintaining your poise, right? And
exactly.
He did a great. He's again.
Blanchard with a shot and a goal.
Oof.
So that's two now for J-Man. So while we were discussing that,
we're
talking about my son. Your son puts one in the back of the net.
I apologize on behalf of him then. But no, I can't. Again, I've coached a lot of these kids from U6 up, and I've had the privilege of coaching Dylan a few years, and he's come a long way, and very proud of everybody on the team, but especially him as well, because he's. He started as a freshman, which a lot of hard work and determination. Where there's a couple keepers, and really worked hard to win that spot.
So it's good. He's doing it, and this is a great team, and they're a great group of kids that like each other and they play well together. So we're looking forward to seeing what we can do here in this this COVID season, as we'll call it. And Wolverines kick the ball out of bounds, so an unforced turnover, and another. So that's kind of a weird spin on the ball.
Yeah, probably a missed throw.
Yep. And the ball took kind of a weird spin on the throw, and it looked like it was going to throw it out of bounds, but it was kept in and then bounced back out again. So Fasula's got it now. He'll tap it to the middle to Christie.
Again, outside, right to the middle, play through, get the ball wide. It's our players with, getting ample time on the ball when they touch it, not much pressure.
We have a lot of speed up front as well. Having Evan Merchant there, Aiden Christie, and Matt Ladd, we have a lot of speed up front.
Yeah, you don't want to push too forward too quick because, you get countered and there's no catching them.
We have J.J. Bruno's up there playing forward as well now. So a lot of speed up there. We'll see how this works. There's a throw-in now. Matt Ladd, it's going to the middle of the box. And you can see that on TV. Look how far that throw is. That's beautiful. He throws it right in the middle. Aiden Christie took a shot to the midsection, and then there's a big boom by Ben Jeffs over the net, so it'll be a goal kick.
It looks like it looks to me. So we have Noah Urena still playing right back, but boy, it was actually good to see him. Not as tall as some of the others, but in there challenging for that ball.
Yep, it's one that our kids are not afraid to get in the middle of the field there and mix it up. So that's great. The ball is kicked out now. Sorry if we're having some technical difficulties with our camera. We'll do our best to give you the action. Ball goes out of bounds off of Fasula, so it'll be St. Bernard's ball right just across midfield. So the keeper setting up his defense. But as we said before, St. Bernard's having a very difficult time getting anything started on offense. And our defense takes it right away. So here's Aiden Christie. Gets the ball to the middle to Tamburino, who'll pass it back outside, looking for Fasula, but cut off by the defender and kicked out of bounds. It'll be St. Bernard's ball.
Scott, I know it's we're about 32 minutes in, but you can actually see the St. Bernard's. There's some hands on hips, and they're not as active as they once were. So I think their limited squad is starting to become troublesome as far as their stamina.
Yeah, and you also look to their bench. They have a lot of young players on the bench. So do we, but.
Especially early part of the season where the conditioning isn't always the best, you know.
So while we were discussing, Owen Ganley checks into the game on defense now, so he's got some time on the field. He plays halfback. Is that what we call it? That's a position.
Yeah, he's usually
midfielder.
Yeah, he usually plays a midfield role. And looks like he's in the back now. So the two freshmen in the backside.
That's good.
Both on the right. And you got the two seniors with Ben Jeffs and Ryan Ganley for support on the left side.
Here comes Evan Merchant down the far sideline. He stops, looks, going to pass it just off his foot. So it was a good move, but he ran out of field there. So it'll be another goal kick for the St. Bernard Saints. So the goalie is not taking the kicks anymore, and they're giving it to one of their defenders. And he's usually popping it right at the edge of the circle as
and again,
right again, the same spot in the middle of the field. So. And
again, I think this is a band-aided group back there, and the goalkeeper, probably new to that role, is
here's Ben Jeffs got it now, looking in the middle of the field, and booted away by a St. Bernard's defender. So they're going to try to push the ball up now, but off the side of his foot. Jeffs gets it back, pops it over to Matt Ladd. Matt Ladd trying to push up now. He'll push it far side to Bruno.
And our defense is probably 15 yards inside our attacking half,
yes.
So we're really clamping in.
Tamburino boots one just wide of the net. And a diving attempt on the keeper, making sure that ball stayed out of the net. So there's some substitutions now. Number 5 here is Joshua Porterfield comes on, and number 18, Matthew Murphy, comes off for the Saints. So another goal kick.
Dominic with a great left foot right there. Had some pretty good pace on it.
It didn't look like that he was going to get a lot behind it based on where he was, but that ball was very deceptive. Taken away again by the Wolverines now as Matt Ladd pushes and gets it out to Ryan Fasula.
Yes. We're learning, Anthony.
Yes,
we're learning.
We're learning.
Oh,
beautiful play. Through the legs of the defender. There's Aiden Christie with a pop over the goalpost almost. It was a beautiful play there through the legs of the defender, and he tried to chip it over the keeper's head, but it just went over the crossbar. So another great play by the Wolverines on offense, and another goal kick. Bruno gets the ball for the Wolverines and gets it to Christie, who's going to try to pop it out to Bruno, but he's got it on the sideline. Bounces off a defender.
Still in play.
Stays in play, and Christie gets it and pops it to the middle of the field to Tamburino. Tamburino takes it, uses his left foot, but it's off a defender. And St. Bernard's tries to push with a clear ball through. Jeff's going to get it back to the keeper. That's going to go.
Great job by Dylan.
Dylan keeps it in bounds, so it prevents a corner kick. And he gets it to Ben. It was a little bit of an errant pass by Ben, but the keeper got to it before it crossed over, and it caused a corner kick. So good job, boys, on defense.
And again, lots of time for the Griswold team to accept the pass and see what they have in front of them.
You know, we were talking about how the freshmen that are here this year played in the winter indoor league with these boys, and you could tell they've been working together because, you know, Owen Ganley was out there very calmly with pressure on him, just tapped it out to a midfielder, and it's like he's been doing this his whole life, and even though it's his first real varsity action. So Good to see that.
Well, he understands the philosophy, and the kids. We try and play possession soccer.
Yep.
Right, and it's not just no one person can go from one spot to the next all the way down the field. So, it's good soccer IQ.
Excellent. So this is the first real offensive pressure put on by St. Bernard's as they're moving the ball. We'll have a throw-in. Number 11's coming in the game, Benjamin Wenzel.
For number 4, Connor Harris.
All right, so throw in on the far sideline, right on the edge of the box. 4:24 left in the first half. Griswold with a 3-0 lead. Right? We say nil in soccer, right? We don't say 3-zip.
Absolutely.
3-0. All right, I got it.
It's certainly not love, right?
No, that's
dirty
it.
love. No. Wrong sport.
So Griswold will take the ball away once again. Matt Ladd will try to get it out off a defender. And back to midfield. And Fasula will pick it up there on the near side and try to get it up to Aiden Christie, and looks down the sideline, but Bruno's not there, and it blasted out of bounds by a St. Bernard's player.
Griswold's really winning the battle to every ball.
Loose ball battle, that's where it's at.
Every 50-50 ball. And again, look at the midfield, controlling the midfield.
Oh, it's a great pass out by Tamburino to Evan Merchant. He's got to play. He takes a shot, and it just goes
wide right.
Wide, and it's going to be another goal kick. So I would like to see the number of goal kicks they have. That's usually not a good thing if you're doing a lot of goal kicks.
No, I would think not. If it's, the number of headers we have in this game, if we match that with goal kicks, then we're in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape. So we mentioned the 50-50 balls a second ago, and I say the same thing to my lacrosse boys, is the game is won on 50-50 balls. It's not, yes, you have to put the ball into the net, and yes, you have to stop the other team from scoring, but if you're winning the 50-50 balls, your chances of winning become that much greater. So great job so far by Griswold here in the first half, and they have a 3-0 lead to show for it.
Well, you can't really do too much if you don't have the ball, right?
Correct.
So we got to. That's kind of the key to a lot of sports.
Tamburino looks for Evan Merchant there on the sideline, down the side, far side. Ball across the middle. Bruno's got it. No, he beats the keeper to the ball, but he pulls it back around to the outside. He loses it out of bounds. And it's going to be still Griswold ball.
Well, even some of the most harmless of looking plays turns into, great chances.
That was a great chance for Bruno for his first high school goal there. But it was the keeper did get there, but Bruno beat him to the ball. A great throw by Ladd to the middle. No one's there. Oh, right across the mouth of the goal. I don't know who hit that one.
It's tough to see from our angle, but they have everybody up.
So ball out of bounds, it'll be a corner kick. And Ladd will take it on the far corner, the near corner.
Coach Johnson asking for Justin Blanchard to stay up. A little bit of height back there.
Bouncer across the middle. It's booted out into the stratosphere by a St. Bernard's defender, but Griswold will keep it. Time's ticking down here. We have a minute. We have less than a minute to go. We have a minute.
Minute 24.
Yep. Can't see the scoreboard too well from where we sit in the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. So Ganley has a touch. Goes to Justin Blanchard. He gets it over to Evan Merchant. He's down the far side. He's looking for a middle. Crosses. Who's there? JJ Bruno. Oh, pushed off by a defender. Another great chance for Bruno. And here he is again. Ladd has it. Christie would have put it in off the rebound.
So, wow. A lot of excitement going on in front of that goal from J.J. Bruno. Mishit. Finds Dominic's feet. He then kicks off to Matt Ladd. Matt Ladd strikes on goal. And then on the far side, Aiden picks up the trash and puts it in.
That's it. So that's where you got to be. It's being in the right place at the right time and knowing where to be at the right time, right? It's positioning, and that's a great job by the Wolverines, and they take a 4-0 lead here in the last minute of the first half.
Yeah, looks a very, very tired team out there right now for the St. Bernard group.
So you wonder if Coach Johnson will pull back a little bit in the second half. The younger kids will get some more playing time probably, so that's good. give them that experience.
Absolutely. That would be the expectation.
So the Wolverines control it again on the throw-in. Here's Ladd. Loses it to a defender.
I'm thinking St. Bernard's can't wait for the buzzer here, Scott.
Yes, they need to catch their breaths here. But here's Ben Jess across the middle.
He's
got Bruno just over his head. He races to the sideline, keeps it in, and taps it back to Fasula. Fasula dumps it towards the middle. Over the side. Bounce. Evan Merchant. Oh! The goalie with a great stop. He actually grabbed that because Evan Merchant was right there looking for that rebound. The ball popped in the air, but the keeper grabbed it. So the first half comes to an end with your score, the Griswold Wolverines 4, the St. Bernard Saints 0. We're going to take some commercial timeout. We'll be right back here to the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. You're listening to and watching Griswold High School Soccer on GSPN.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns.
People for their commitment to their customers. When it comes to home, auto, business, and life insurance, people know they can always call, text, or chat online with a real person for all their insurance needs. People really do buy better at Burns.
The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns.
You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Griswold Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org.
Unlike Mr. Vanilla Soy Latte over here, I'm walking away from the state with something worthwhile. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish, and we'll make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
And welcome back to Griswold High School in the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. I am Scott Fryer, along with Jeff Blanchard calling today's game between the Griswold Wolverines and the St. Bernard Saints. Right now we are at the half. Griswold holds a 4-0 lead. And Jeff, it's been all Griswold here so far in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's what we expected. I think on the onset of the game, we talked about they're going to come out, pretty quick. Got a bunch of experienced juniors and seniors out there, just putting the pressure on this young team. So pretty much what we expected.
Yeah, it's good. And so far, Jacob Blanchard has 2 goals so far, and Aiden Christie has 1, and Matt Ladd's got 1. So we're spreading the ball out, we're moving it, we're playing aggressive on offense, pushing. Our defense has been lights out so far. We talked a little bit about the keeper not getting any touches, but it's a good thing if your keeper's not getting any touches. So
I don't think you'll hear any complaints from the coaches, right?
No, that's exactly it. So I know when I talk to Dylan later on after the game, he'll be disappointed that he may not have had an opportunity to make any saves. But like I told him the other night, it's a good thing if you're only getting to touch the ball a couple times a game. So.
Well, I think from his standpoint, I mean, you measure your performance on clean sheets, right?
He just wants his team to win. He said, I don't care if I never touch the ball. He does like to, but again, nothing. But listen, he was second in the ECC last year with 7 shutouts. So he would get his first one today. That would be great for him. It would be great for the team. And they really we started last year with their defense, and it looks like they're picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, again, another year under their belt, another year playing at higher level soccer is with the club soccer teams, and it certainly shows. And I think as the season progresses, and even in the next year, Scott, we look forward a little bit, and you still have a good core group of kids here, and I don't think this is going to be a massive fall off for next year.
Absolutely not. I mean, we'll be missing a lot when our seniors leave. Matt Ladd and Ryan Ganley, but we're not. We're not really going to lose a lot because we have a lot of younger talent. The kids that are juniors this year, your son is in there, and they're going to be, the leaders of this team next year, because most of them have been doing it already for a couple years. So it's just going to be a continuous influx of talent here at Griswold. So unfortunately, this year, I understand there's not going to be any state playoffs this year.
No, I think that's the case, and I don't know if there's going to be some sort of internal playoff within the ECC. I'm not sure.
I don't think there is. So, which is unfortunate for the kids that are seniors, and especially really the whole team. This could be a special year for them if we were not under the COVID restrictions. But it is what it is. They're going to go out there and they're going to give 100% no matter what. Coach Johnson's doing a great job. All the coaches are doing a great job. Get these kids in playing shape before the season started, and coaching them on the field. And it's showing right now against these other teams like Wheeler on Thursday and St. Bernard's today. No matter who your opponent is, you still have to go out and play the game. And they're showing right now that they've been well prepared.
Yeah, I mean nothing's going to be given to you, right? But when you play the young teams, you're supposed to do well, and you just can't come out and lay an egg and think the game's going to be handed to you. So you do have to execute. So exactly right.
And I think last year a lot of teams, based on our previous years here at Griswold High School, a lot of teams didn't take us very seriously, and we punished them for that. There was a lot of games that maybe we should have lost on paper, but they went out and they played super hard and they played very aggressive, and we either tied or beat teams that maybe we shouldn't have beat. I remember last year one of the games that stands out to me was the Montville game here. I think it was one of the last games of the season, and then the Waterford game where they came in kind of like heavily favored because they had the superstar players and they had the reputation, and we ended up being a scoreless draw, which was awesome for these kids to go out and play a class L team and come away with a scoreless tie. And we played Montville. I think we had to win that game to get in states, and the boys played great head to toe. So I think people are going to look at us a lot differently.
Yeah, and you know what it is they got that intangible thing too. They play with heart, Scott, and there's a lot of kids that have a lot of heart to play this game.
All right, so we're about a minute and a half away, a couple minutes away from our second half to begin, and we are going to step away here just for a moment, pay some more bills here for GSPN and SNSN. We come back, we'll have the start of the second half. Your Griswold Wolverines lead it 4-0. We'll be right back here on GSPN.
You buy better.
Better with Burns.
Much better.
So much better with Burns.
People are raving about the Burns Agency for their commitment to their customers. When it comes to home, auto, business, and life insurance, people know they can always call, text, or chat online with a real person for all their insurance needs. People really do buy better at Burns.
The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns.
You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Griswold Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org.
Unlike Mr. Vanilla Soy Latte over here, I'm walking away from the state with something worthwhile. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
And welcome back to the Griswold Pride broadcast booth. I'm Scott Fryer along with Jeff Blanchard, and we are getting ready for the second half of today's contest between Griswold Wolverines boys soccer and the St. Bernard Saints. And Griswold has a 4-0 lead as we are waiting the kickoff here for the second half.
Looks like the starting lineups are back in for Griswold, the way they started. So
we'll get underway here shortly. 40 minutes on the clock, and expect to see a lot of substitutions and a lot of the younger players getting a chance for Griswold if it continues the way it has so far.
I would expect that, Scott, and that's good for the younger group.
Yeah, the more experience they can get, the better. Especially when it's later in the season, and our older guys may need a break. So here we are underway. Griswold with the ball, kind of push it forward now. Tamburino will look for Christie down the sideline, and it's ricochets off of him, and it try to pop up kick by a defender, and it goes to Matt Ladd on the far side. And he's got the ball. He crosses it to the middle to Ganley. He tries to push it, and he gets a goal right away. First minute of the game here, 23 seconds in, and the Griswold Wolverines have put another one on the board. It is now 5-0. Your Wolverines. So nice to see Ganley get a goal. Remember, a lot of times last year we would see him out here and working so hard to get one, and he would always be
just short.
Just short or missing the goal by inches. So it's good to see him get one early here in the season. Lots of contributions from everybody today.
And it's interesting, St. Bernard's 5 goals now, still maintaining. They got a three-guy backfield to start. So maybe went to a more offensive
I don't know
formation.
Who's that over there? Injured player? Over here? Oh, it's St. Bernard's player. Okay. So there's a St. Bernard injury, which they cannot really afford. There's a great cross by Evan Merchant, but it goes all the way across the box to the far side. And another great cross, and back to Ganley. He just misses it. That probably would have gone in had he made contact, or at least would have been on goal. But it goes on out of bounds nonetheless, and it'll be a throw-in.
I thought this was Groundhog's Day, seeing the same thing just about 30 seconds earlier.
So number 12, it is Nolan Marcil for the St. Bernard Saints. Was over with the trainer and walking back slowly, so we don't know what's going on there. But again, it's difficult for them as it is with the low numbers that they have, and they can't afford any injuries. So Griswold has the ball now. Here's Ganley looking across the middle. Nobody there to make a run, but he gets it to the middle of the field, and it's a turnover. But then once again, there's our defenders right there to take it away, and they're pushing very far up.
Oh, they're high.
Here's a blast by Tamburino and a good stop by the keeper.
Another
left foot there.
Another
by
left
Dominic.
by left. I think he's left-footed now. But that's a great job seeing him utilize the left, getting confident.
You know, being a goalie dad, I feel for this young man. He's getting peppered. And here's another chance by the Wolverines. Evan Merchant tries to tap it past the keeper. A good sliding stop, and the rebound comes out, and a good clear away by the Saints defense.
Yeah, and you got to have short-term memory as a goalkeeper because, you know, when things are going like this, you just can't dwell on it because it's hard to hold your composure.
Here's a great throw again by Matt Ladd to the middle of the box, and a scramble, and it's cleared out. But the Wolverines will take it. Here's Christie with the ball. And it's a jumble, and he takes it back from the defender, and he gets it over to Ladd. And ball out of bounds. It's hard to see we're far away, so it's hard to see if the ball. No, it's a free kick. Couldn't tell if that had gone out or not. This will be the first free kick for the Wolverines today.
Yeah, I think number 11 Benjamin Wenzel might have slashed him from the back, so they gave us a free kick there.
So he's very dangerous on these free kicks. Expect the ball to go to the middle of the field unless he's going to look for Fasula running. Nope, it's going to be a low bouncer to the middle. It's cleared out over there. And, Merchant has a chance, but just off his foot, and when it goes to the keeper. So he's going to try to clear it out on the punt. Doesn't get very far, not even to the edge of the circle at midfield, and the Wolverines will take it.
And with our defense so high, you know, we're just jumping right on the ball. They have no offensive pressure up front.
So here they come trying to push ahead. Here's a long pass out to the far side. It's going to be easily gobbled up by Mikolajczyk. And he's going to turn and look to boot the ball upfield, and he does. But it goes out of bounds. So, again, great job by the Wolverine defense being right there.
And let's talk about, 4 minutes of the second half were all played on our attacking side. So
pretty
that's
much,
the first time they got it across field.
Probably less time, less than a minute probably of possession time for them. So here comes Christie down the far side, tries to get a shot, stops, looks to the middle of the field. There was no one there. Matt Ladd was there, but it was a little bit too late. He had overrun the spot. So, again, St. Bernard's tries to clear the ball, but the Wolverines will stop it right at midfield. And the only time that St. Bernard was getting the ball is when we actually kick it out of bounds. We're making mistakes. So, good pressure again by the Wolverines.
Again, plenty of time when we get the ball to settle it and see what our options are. Look at Matt, 4 or 5 yards away from the nearest St. Bernard's player.
Yeah, you'd be wondering. Here's Christie now with a shot over the goalposts.
I really do think, Scott, this is going to open up even further. I just see a very tired and frustrated St. Bernard's team.
Yeah, you can see when the kids that are on defense, they're trying to run up a little bit of field on these set plays, the goal kicks, that they have a little frustration on their faces. So,
but to their detriment, though, they are working hard still, though. So
Griswold will take it again. Yeah, Griswold takes it back again, and then back to the Saints. They're trying to push up now. And taken away. And they will call a foul on the Wolverines, so it'll be a free kick. Tamburino from behind there, so it'll be a free kick for the Saints. About 10 yards behind the midfield line as they set up. Here's a blast. Gets to the edge of the box, but it's offsides.
No, we called a push on Ryan Fasula.
All right, so it's going to be right at the edge of the box now, so expect the keeper to maybe get a little action, so hopefully he's awake back there. So number 3, it looks like, is going to take it. That's Perry Belfiglio. Number 2, actually, and then 3 is going to take it at the edge of the box, a little chip, no problem. And the ball goes about 5 yards wide of the net, and it'll be a corner kick.
Seemed like a little confusion over there on the start on the St. Bernard side. Not sure what they were doing. Maybe trying the element of surprise and play quickly.
So first corner kick of the game for St. Bernard's. Wolverines are ready for it. It's a top kick across the middle to the edge of the box. Nobody there. And the ball goes out to, looks like that was that Jacob on the play? He boots it to the midfield. He cleared it out, so good job by him. And then here's a ball out to Noah Urena. Stops it at midfield, boots it up. Great pass ahead to Ganley, but threw his legs into a defender. And St. Bernard's is going to look to clear, but Evan Merchant's right there to stop that from happening. Again, our defense, our offensive defense. So here's Tamburino now to the middle of the field with a head of steam, but he turns it over.
Ben does a great job right back into the middle, creating more pressure for him. Relentless.
Yep, there's another play. Right at midfield, our defenders are standing up the offense and just creating more and more chances for our offense. So here's Aiden Christie. He's going to look to clear it, but he gets it back. I thought he was going to put it through the middle, but he gets it back, but no one was there.
I think Charlie just misread what Aiden was going to do there and kind of went awry that pass.
So Aiden Christie with the ball now on the throw-in. So maybe this time he's going to back over to Matt Ladd. Matt Ladd, what a great pass. No look pass to Aiden Christie. Threw it through the middle and no one was there. That was a great no-look pass by Matt Ladd. And you had Christie streaking down the sideline and caught that ball, and he was very unselfish. And he probably could have blasted that from where he was, but he threw it to the middle of the field where he thought Evan Merchant was there, but he was not. He was a little ahead of the play. So here comes Ganley now. Tries to boot one, but it goes off the side of his foot.
Peels off to the right side of his foot.
So it'll be another goal kick. Finally, the sun is hitting the Griswold Pride broadcast booth now. We're warming us up, Jeff.
I was going to say, I think things are about to heat up here, but yeah. So even they're playing out of the back here with that goalie kick, and we're just so clamped forward. We're first to the ball every time. Ganley gets it.
Just a little bit off of Tamburino's foot, but again, we're right there. Our midfielders are there, and our defenders to stop the ball from getting past midfield. So I would say probably less than 2 minutes of time on our side of the field, defensive side of the field today. So great job by our defense.
Well, that's also part of the offense and the spacing in our formation.
Absolutely.
So that helps keep that ball on our side.
So great ball movement here. We're passing it around back to Ben Jeffs, who gets it over to Noah Urena, who's going to look upfield, and he's got Ganley. Oh, but it takes a weird bounce off his knee, but right to Jacob Blanchard, who hits it to Merchant. Merchant left foots it over to Tamburino, but we're going to call an offsides. That was a little nice touch passes there by the Wolverines.
Yeah, especially in close quarters. I like to see that. Little Barcelona action,
a little bit.
you know?
But someone was a little offside, so I think it might have been Dominic. So it'll be a free clear for the Saints right at the 18-yard line, and a short pop-up. We actually lost a header on that one, surprisingly, but the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Griswold.
Well, I'd say it hit 2 onions on that one.
It did peel 2 onions on that. So Griswold has it. Is going to push back to Urena. Back to midfield, but it's intercepted by a St. Bernard's player.
That's one of the first balls of the game, Scott, that we lost in the midfield.
It very, very much so.
Number 2 actually has been working hard for St. Bernard's. I think it's Santiago Rodriguez.
Yep, I could say that's one thing I will say so far is it's 5-0. You think these kids would have some quit, but these kids are still playing hard, and I like to see it. So here's Christie with the ball in the box, and it's a contested shot, so the ball pops right in the air. Merchant heads it back to Christie, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner.
Is that what? Yep, looks like they're giving us a corner.
Giving us a corner kick, so a little wind is picking up a little bit here.
Yeah, with the sun comes the wind.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
So it'll be a corner kick. You can see who's taking it. It's going to be Jacob Blanchard who's going to take the corner on the far side. Here's a boot to the middle, low line drive. Bounces off the defender. And St. Bernard's gets the clear out of the box. Griswold will take it right there. As Fasula clears it far side, switches fields, just bounces over Dominic Tamburino, but he keeps it in.
Great job.
Yep. And he's going to pop it up, trying to get past his guy. Back to Urena. Urena pops it to the middle of the field, over Merchant's head, but right there for Christie, who's going to blast it into the back of the net for a 6-0 lead. So great teamwork there.
Yeah, great save by Dom, 2 in the corner, because that was
that was all him there. So Dylan Fryer is actually going to come out of the game, and after making the same amount of saves as he has on his jersey number, 0, he's going to give way.
But that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's going to give way to who's our backup goalie?
That's Nate Howard.
Nate Howard. So he's a senior. So good for him. He's going to get some time back there. So great job by Dylan. A lot of the times it's not just about making saves. It's not about making a save. It's about how you playing back there. And here's Griswold on the move again. Merchant with a shot and a great save by the keeper. He reached out and caught it with his left hand, fully sprawled, and it made the stop right on the goal line. So one of the better stops here by St. Bernard's keeper today. So
he's still fighting.
He's
Scott.
still fighting hard. Yeah, he's no quit in this team. So even though the score is 6-0.
Oh, great pass to find Jacob in the middle, off to Noah.
Ball's in the box now. Tamburino's got it. He's being pressured a little bit, but he gets away.
He's working hard on both sides.
He is. Here's a left-footed cross through the middle, blocked. So here comes the St. Bernard, but we're taken away temporarily, but we got the ball back.
Nifty move by number 21, yep, St. Bernard's.
That's number 21 is Luke Brennigan.
Ooh, we have a wholesale change out here.
Yep, so a lot of the youngsters coming in the game here for the Wolverines.
So Justin Blanchard, Owen Ganley. Looks like J.J. Bruno will be in for Matt Ladd.
So, yeah, all the seniors coming off, and Aiden Christie's coming off. And here's a throw in, good throw, into the box. Blanchard kicks it through the middle, has Merchant who gets it off the keeper. So it looks like, did it go out of bounds? Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick. So,
but another fantastic job by the keeper, though, because that closed down really quick, and then Evan got that really tight to the goal. So good job denying that. We've seen, I think I've seen more goal kicks in today's game by us than all last year.
So the good shot, cross into the middle off the corner kick, and it's going to go off Blanchard's foot out of bounds and a goal kick.
Just a touch wide. So in comes number 25, Michael Yo. For Jacob Blanchard.
So Jake's coming off. It's good. J-Man had playing a great game. Evan Merchant's coming off as well.
So that puts, he's a senior as well, Michael.
Yep.
So good to get him in.
Great job there today by all the starters, man. Everyone's playing great. It's good to see. It's building some momentum for this season. So the young kids are getting the chance to play with 25 and a half minutes to go here in this contest. It's 6-0.
And let's see what this looks like, Scott, as we play with a bunch of younger kids and some that don't often get time, which is good to see.
Yep.
See if we can keep the ball on this side of the field and how that looks.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Wolverines.
Well, if we were keeping math, that's probably about 20 there now, no?
I don't have a stat pad here, but I would like to know. It's been many. There's been many more corner kicks than we normally would see.
That's for sure. And who's taking this since Jacob's out? Is that?
I can't see.
That's Matt Ladd.
Matt Ladd's taking it, so Matt's still out in the game. So I'm looking for Ben Jess here with the header. Nope, here it comes. Floated. And Bruno heads it towards the sideline. Jess keeps it in. And he taps it back out to, who's that? Is that Bruno again?
That's Bruno, yep. Plays it back for support. Great job.
Back to Justin Blanchard.
Look at the quick passing.
I like
fantastic.
It. Touch passes all over the place. Ball to the middle by Ladd. Just out. Just almost had that. That would have been to Yo. So was that Yo? Who is that? No, that's not.
That would have been to
That's
Drew
Johnson.
Yep.
Yo's number 25 for the Wolverines. Another corner kick for the Wolverines. Now Matt Ladd will take it again.
I hope his feet don't get sore.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that header from Ben Jeff. So here it comes. Ball is in the air towards the top of the box. Again, Bruno loses that header, but again, the Wolverines win the ball back easily.
And a one-touch from Justin Blanchard. Back to the middle.
And aggressiveness by Owen Ganley gets the ball back for the Wolverines. And here's Dominic Tamburino back to Ganley again. Tamburino taps it back to Fasula.
I think that's Michael Yo. Is Ryan Ganley in?
Was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Yo?
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
Sometimes the distance here is.
Yes, I can't see it that great.
We don't need another Ganley. We'll be all confused.
Yeah. But there's,
no
like
disrespect.
There's like 10 of them.
No
though.
disrespect. Although it'll be easier for us. So
yes,
it's Ganley
right?
to Ganley. Back to
Ganley.
Ganley and Ganley scores, right?
So a little confusion by the Saints defense, gets the ball back to the Wolverines and the ball across the middle.
Again, it's a little disconnected, but the ball is still down on our offensive side.
So Logan Richards with the ball. He's a 1-on-2, and he loses it to the defender. And here comes St. Bernard's trying to push the ball ahead. And more pressure, and that's what I love to see. Even though that the starters are out, our strategy has not changed. They're still the defense is still pushing up. They're being very aggressive and attacking the ball. So taking the ball away from the St. Bernard's players. So,
well, and part of that I think is they just don't put the forward pressure to begin with. They got two guys up, but they don't push too far forward and stretch the field. So very, very difficult to counter against these guys.
So here's some more substitutions. Number 21, Logan Lambert coming in for the Wolverines.
I think that's from Matt Ladd. So
Yep.
Great job today, Matt.
Daniel O'Brien coming in for who is that? Number 15 is Ryan Crow
in
for the Saints.
in for Brian Wenzel.
Yep. And
Benjamin, I'm sorry.
And number 20, there's another number 20. I didn't see who the other kid coming in was for the Saints, so more wholesale changes on both sides. Lad's going to get some rest here, as well-deserved rest. He's played a great game with 21 minutes to go. Ganley calmly taps it out.
Who'd have thought another Ganley in the mix right there, huh?
Yeah, right in the middle of the field, yes. Here's a little pressure now. Far side. Ben just makes a great play to get the ball away, and another boot up by Fasula. So a little bit the little bit of pressure that St. Bernard's is putting on us, we're up to the task of stopping it. So more aggressiveness by the Wolverines.
Yeah, it's not resulting in any shots on goal.
I don't think they have one. Maybe one that didn't count because it went out of bounds, about 5 yards wide. So
yeah, I would say that. That's even a victory being down our end of the field at this point. Never mind getting a shot on goal. So
Wolverines back in the defensive zone with the tap back, and they're pushing it forward again.
I like going. Nice,
great pass ahead to Bruno. The ball is rolling, just out of his reach. And a good screen off by the defender, and the ball will be a goal kick. So that was a really nice pass, just a little too far. A little bit less touch on that, and that would have been a beautiful pass and another opportunity for the Wolverines.
Yeah, it was a very good thought because he could put some foot on that. It's back crossed in the middle, and who knows then. Great shield by Dominic there.
Yep, again, the Wolverines take the ball away. Almost a good shot.
Michael Yo!
Yo with a good opportunity, but it's just a little too much off his foot. That's one of the better punts by the St. Bernard's keeper today.
He's getting a lot of practice.
He's getting a lot of practice for sure. So a pile of bodies over there, no call by the umpires. And we'll push it ahead to the middle of the field, and it's cut off there. And Yo gets it back for the Wolverines, kicks it to the middle of the field, and the Wolverines will regroup.
So we're just over halfway through the second half. And looks like some of the younger kids are going to get some pretty substantial time.
Charlie Mikolajczyk's going to check back in for the Wolverines. He's going to come in for Ryan Fasula.
Son of Anthony, I hear.
Son of Anthony Fasula, yeah. Apparently. So some more changes. Another great defensive job by Mr. Fasula today. And Dylan calls him his bodyguard.
Really?
Yeah, Dylan. They have a little thing going at Doka where Ryan could not score on Dylan at practice when they had shooting practice, and finally one day late in the winter season, he finally got one by him, and he celebrated like he just won the World Cup. It was fun to see.
But the bodyguard thing, more so for
his defense.
Yeah.
Yep, it's good stuff.
No, Ryan, one of my favorite players of all time. I had him again for early on in the. Within the Griswold Soccer Club, but, great transformation, great kid. He's symbolic of a lot of these kids on the field today.
And, even though you're not coaching out here, you coached all of these kids, or most of them, in youth, and you did a great job. So this is part of this is you're responsible for part of this as well, Jeff.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily take that, but it's, they're, it's still the drive and desire. You can always go out to a practice field and kind of, just go through the motions, but these kids are.
But they develop under you in the youth program. This is where these kids are developing. You and Ed Kahn and who else was out there?
Well, even Nick Tamburino early on.
Yep.
Tom
Jenkins.
Tom Jenkins, absolutely. Yep. With the younger groups, I see Owen here, and he's got real good soccer IQ. You know, so
a free kick now for the St. Bernard Saints is going to be a direct. So. A little wall by the Wolverines. This might be their first real pressure of the game. So we'll see here.
Well, they had one earlier, but they had like this quick little start and a touch to the right.
It was on the edge of the box, too, so it was a good opportunity for them there. So here comes the kick. And a blast towards the goal. Good stop by the keeper.
Who would have known if Dylan would have got that,
Yeah.
So
it was,
great substitution.
Tapped over the goalpost. So Dylan's over there keeping a stat there. He's got the book in his hand, so at least somebody made a save today for the Wolverines. So it keeps it the score sheet clean for the Wolverines. And here come the Wolverines up the field now.
It's actually good to see them put that on frame, though, Scott. You know, you could see the excitement when, you know, that actually was on target. And
both sides was excitement.
Yes.
It was a great shot, and then the kids on the bench for the Wolverines got excited.
Yep, and it's a good positive moment for the St. Bernard's team.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Our kids got excited about the save as well. So.
Yeah, the senior came through.
Yeah.
Ooh, another header, another onion job off of Charlie Mikolajczyk.
The ball is attempted to clear out, so here's Yo is over, just a little header just above him. And Tamburino, who's been playing most of the game, he might not want to come out, I guess.
Well, I think they still want somebody trying to
push forward.
Keep an eye in that middle and hold the glue to that whole who we playing through, you know.
Here's Bruno with another shot down to the near side.
Looks like Matthew Nelson will be checking in shortly. That could be for Tamburino.
Maybe. We'll check here as we are just under 20 minutes to go in the contest. 6-0 Wolverines. A good ball movement here. Some of the better ball movement we've seen from St. Bernard's today. Just there, but again, swiftly taken away by the Wolverines defense. Here's another push by the Saints. The ball is up ahead. Nobody's home. Someone's got to pick that up.
Typically what happens there, though, Justin would have shepherded that to the goalie. He would have picked it up in the box. And I think with Nate, just a little green as a goalie.
Yep, that's where communication comes into play. So.
Yeah, it's something to work on, right? So we see an incident like that, and hopefully the coaches can say, hey, this is what we do in a situation like this during the training.
So here comes the clear for the Wolverines as they're trying to push it upfield.
So again, look at the still a lot of time to receive a ball. Take a look what you got.
Good pass to the middle, but just a little bit out of reach. The timing was off just a bit. And here comes St. Bernard's with the push. But Tamburino takes it right away.
Great little move.
Gets it out to Ganley. Ganley's got time now. Owen Ganley down the sideline to Bruno. Again, that play has been there a couple times, but the timing's just been off a little tiny bit. So the freshman Matthew Nelson is checking in, and it is in fact for Tamburino. So great job by Dom today.
Absolutely.
He's played very well.
Yep. He's good. Him and Jacob and whoever does play in that middle complements. Dom knows his skill set, and he's really good with the touches. And he knows he's not going to out sprint too many people. But boy, his game's come a long way as far as
his touch is very good. So
yeah, so he plays. The ball plays through him nicely.
Yes, he's nice to have there in the middle of the field to solidify that for the Wolverines.
Yeah, he's not very, very tall, but boy, he's a stump. It's tough to move him.
He seems way taller when he's out there, right?
Exactly.
He
plays a lot bigger than he is. Yep.
So Yo gets it to the middle of the field. Nelson almost with a chance. But here's Bruno now. I'd like to see one of these youngsters get a shot to put a ball in the net for the Wolverines. And that ball is trickling down the sideline. Good stop and keep it in play by St. Bernard's. But the Wolverines got it. And we're trying to get it back now. Good effort there by Owen Ganley to get the ball.
So in comes number 8, Lucas Ranelli, son of Dominic Ranelli, who will be playing with the team probably halfway through the year, I believe. He's sitting out a little bit due to transferring schools. So Lucas, I do have a little bit of history with him. He plays on Justin's, used to play on my son Justin's SSE team.
Good.
So very, very.
And here come the Wolverines now. Yo got the ball. Dribbling up the field. He looks over to Nelson, almost there. So good effort there by the youngsters. The freshman there. That looks like a throw in for the Wolverines. It was almost it could have been a handball, but the ref lets it go. Oh.
Drew Johnson with a nice trap, and JJ, after he threw it in, if he was moving forward, would have had that. But a great trap by Drew there to knock that ball down to the ground off that throw-in.
Defense has it now. Justin will get it back to the keeper. He'll push it up forward, but intercepted there by the Wolverines. Who was that? It was that Ben Jeffs gets his head in the way, as always.
Yeah.
Getting that head in the way. I still want to see him put one in the goal with his head. I still think we're gonna see one of those.
I think it's inevitable, especially he's got good instincts and timing. So we get the right ball, pass through the middle, his head will get on it.
The ball goes out of bounds to the Wolverines. There's going to be a throw in on the far side. Back to the keeper now. He's got to get rid of it. And he pops it out to Owen Ganley. Wolverines with the ball now, pushing upfield. Jeffs blasts it downfield. At this point now, we're just trying to push it down and kill some clock. But you know that these freshmen that are on the field right now, they want to put one in the net.
Absolutely. So what I would, challenge the group at, you don't want to start playing sloppy, right? So developing bad habits. So, still maintain the formation, understand where we're supposed to be, and try and move the ball appropriately.
Here's a good move by the St. Bernard's player on the far side. That's number 2, Santiago Rodriguez.
And I mentioned him earlier. He's working really hard out there.
He is. He's been playing very well. So, bright side for the Saints in this lopsided game so far has been him. Yeah, and their effort, the effort of the Saints has been fantastic. No quit in this team.
Nope.
And that's good coaching. Because it's easy for these kids to just give up, and even their body language, they're tired, but they're still out there playing really hard. So here's a kick, nice. Off the goalpost. Was that a throw-in or was that a free kick?
Actually, I actually missed that.
Across to the middle.
Looking at the clock.
So was I. It was a free kick across the middle, and went through the keeper's hands, and someone had a play on it.
I think number 3 kicked it off or tried to take a sweeping kick. It might have hit the goalpost and bounced out.
Yeah, it looks like the keeper caught one in the shin as well. So it hit, actually double tapped the goalpost.
Yeah, from the
so that's
side post to the top.
That's
bar,
their best. That's their best opportunity so far today.
Yep.
Was that an offside? Illegally lifted his foot on the throw, so it'll be Griswold ball.
Again, part of a younger team. We just got under 10 minutes to go in the game. Owen Ganley with the throw-in.
Good throw to the middle.
Logan Lambert just missed time that. And went to one of the St. Bernard's players. Look how congested it is in the middle, though, now.
Again.
Spacing. So Griswold would serve itself better if they open up the field. And you just got their spacing a little bit better. Losing track of their shape. Charlie Mikolajczyk sends one in.
Oh, the Bruno there again. Is that ball going out? Stayed in. Ref didn't call it. No. It's going to be a goal kick. I didn't hear a whistle there, so they got to play to the whistle, kids.
Yeah, one player said out, and someone said in, and looks like it's going to be a goal kick.
And here's the goal kick to the middle of the field. One of the few times that there wasn't a Wolverine there to play that ball. So
I was going to say the same thing. Ironic to see, St. Bernard's player at the end of that kick.
So here come the Wolverines once again on the attack, and just out of the reach.
Logan Lambert.
Richards.
Logan Richards.
Yep.
But well done by Drew Johnson to get that back out.
Taken away again by the Wolverines for the umpteenth time today. And here's a kind of a shot, kind of maybe a pass to the middle, but the keeper picks it up easily. No one there for the Wolverines as they peel back just a little bit. And again, there's a Wolverine there to take that set piece. And there's Yo on the play.
They just don't have too many options off that goalie kick. There's nobody moving. There's not enough bodies, and they're not spaced well. So you can see why they don't get it.
Good play by the Wolverines to try to keep that ball in play. Owen Ganley to try to put it down the line, but it just rolled over the line. So here come the Wolverines again.
Matthew Nelson with a few touches.
Yeah. Oh, to the middle of the field, but there's a defender in the way.
Lucas Ranelli passes it out to number 3. And then off to Santiago Rodriguez, who's, really playing with a lot of heart.
Now the Saints on the move here. Ganley tries to get it out of bounds, but the Saints player is right there. Makes a nice move around Ganley. What are they going to call? They're going to call it on. They're going to call it on the Wolverines there, so it's going to be a free kick.
And that's Matthew Murphy applying the pressure forward.
It's going to be a free kick for the Saints here.
So they put it on frame last time, Scott. Let's see what we can do here this time.
Number 13 is taking the shot. It's Charles Niles. So he's the one that shot last time. It was right on the net. So here it comes.
Looks like they got some height in there.
And it's going to go way wide. That was about 5 yards wide to the right of the goal.
I was hoping Lucas Ranelli with massive height in there was going to put a head on it.
Well, I was paying attention to the keeper on that play, and if that had been on net, that might have been a problem because he was still trying to set his defense when the ball was kicked. So,
yeah, that's one of those things. That's really good teams. If you don't organize soon enough, that could. You're right, absolutely right. That would have been a problem. And again, here comes Murphy. He's compared to everyone else. You can see
still running hard,
this streak on the field.
Yep, he's still running hard. And here we go. Here come the Wolverines now.
Matt Nelson.
Matt Nelson pits it to the middle of the field. Here comes Yo. Oh, he's not going to be able to get there. A good clear out by the defender for the Saints.
That was a good job by Matt Nelson to try and pump that back into the middle. Just a strong first touch by Michael Yo. But he was probably that pressure anticipation to get the ball and shoot. So. And
again, that's a testament to the hustle and the not quit effort by the St. Bernard's team. But Niles came back and made that clear.
Closed
he
it
ran
down
all the way downfield and made that clear. So, as a coach myself, and I know you coach as well, that's the kind of effort you're looking for when you're down six goals. Your guys are still playing like it's 0-0 instead of 6-0. So Good job by that young man right there. So here comes St. Bernard now to the middle of the field.
Murphy again.
Murphy with that, he's got some speed now. And Jeffs cuts him off. And that is going to be a Griswold ball, so good job by Ben there. Ball comes back in, and it's Mikolajczyk trying to get it to the middle of the field, and he's got Nelson who tries to put it up. We're approaching 4 minutes left now in the game. And then he tries to go wide to Bruno, but no one there. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Griswold ball.
The past few minutes, though, Scott, I have noticed the Griswold's shape is looking a little bit better than it did there about 2 minutes ago. So
here's almost. Who was that there?
That was Logan Lambert.
Logan Lambert with the time, and then again number 13, Charles Niles with a hustle play, getting in the middle of that and stopped almost a sure goal for the Wolverines. So another good effort by the St. Bernard's defense. It's going to be another goal kick.
And he's been working hard all day too.
He has been. So.
Just under 3.5 to go. It looks like some substitutions shortly for St. Bernard's.
Number 3, Perry Bafiglio coming in the game, and number 4, Connor Harris coming in for the Saints. Number 6 comes off the field.
That's Lucas Ranelli and, whoops, I'm sorry.
Ranelli is coming off, number 8.
Number 8, Ranelli's coming off, and Aiden Jakobilski. Couldn't wait to say that name, Scott.
Yeah. He's that's the coach's son, too, so. The numbers are wrong. We get from the St. Bernard sideline, their numbers are wrong. So.
So I apologize if it's the wrong name. Logan faked me out there. I thought he passed it.
So did I. He did the fake kick, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like the cross-country meet has ended. I'm not going to say that we won for sure, but chances are the Wolverines won that match, or whatever they call that meet, cross-country meet.
Yep.
Here's a shot on goal, almost. Nope, it's going to roll out of bounds. Oh, good keep in. That was Bruno on the play. Great keep in on that. Ooh, hey.
Oh, and Ganley.
It's a Ganley on the ground.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we've been able to say that today.
It's not a Griswold game without that happening.
Right. If we don't see Ganley boy rolling around on the ground with an injury, then it's not a Griswold game. So
he didn't let us down with 1:40 to go.
I know it.
So back to the cross-country thing real quick. If there was a fantasy cross-country.
I would take all 3 strains as my top 3 picks.
Or even if you got one of each, right?
Yeah,
you're in pretty good shape. Great athletes.
There's a chance ahead. Offsides. I don't know how that was called offsides, but it was.
I was getting a little fearful on our keeper.
Yeah.
Nate looked a little indecisive whether to pick it up or does it turn to a kick.
And I remember that, Dylan was that way when he first started. And, it all comes with experience, working hard and learning when to pick up that ball and having the confidence to do it. So the more he gets time, the more confidence he'll get.
Well, you just hit a key word with that, and it's time. It's really timing, knowing when to come out and when not to come
exactly.
out.
Exactly. It's making that being decisive, knowing what you're going to do before you do it. Good job by Ganley getting that out of the zone and stopping that attack. But even though the ball stays with St. Bernard's, it will waste a little bit of time. We are about 30 seconds away from the final whistle here.
Well, Michael Yo comes out of nowhere to help break up a play.
Yep. It's going to be a free kick here for the Wolverines as we count down the last 20 seconds. So it's going to be a 6-0 win for the Wolverines this afternoon. And a very, very well-played game by them. They had to battle because, even though it's 6-0, St. Bernard's did put up a good fight. They played hard till the end. So great job by both teams.
Well, I like the fact that, both teams are still at the end working hard.
So that's your final score. Your Griswold Wolverines 6, St. Bernard Saints 0 on this Saturday morning on the first home game of the season. And the Wolverines go to 2-0, and the Saints fall to 0-2. But things looking up here for the Wolverines. Now their next game is it Monday, Tuesday? We have a lot of home games this year, so I'm not sure what the next game we'll be calling.
I'll let you know in a second.
And now in times of COVID.
So it was supposed to be Wednesday against Norwich Tech, but I believe that they have shut the schools down.
I'm not sure. Norwich Tech is still going to school, I believe. I'm not sure. So we'll figure it out. Really? So we have found out that no games at Norwich for 2 weeks, so probably not going to happen.
So we do have a Friday home game against Grosso Tech.
Okay.
So 10-9.
Well, hopefully we'll be doing that next Friday.
So
great job again by the Wolverines here. And they're doing their customary run to the end where the parents are. And our parents have socially distanced themselves, and they are wearing masks, so it's good to see that everyone following the rules so they can continue to come watch their sons play. And during the COVID times, there is no customary handshake at the end of the game. So like last night in football and the volleyball games, they lined up and they waved to each other, and thought that was kind of neat. So I remember right when this first started, when we started hearing about the COVID, the boys were elbow tapping instead of high-fiving. They were, during indoor lacrosse, they were elbow tapping. But they don't want any contact with the kids, so it's going to be
truly
just a wave. So
yeah.
there is mutual respect here, so that's good to see. And we're continuing with that sportsmanship on both sides. So it's been a fun time, a good way to spend a Saturday morning, even though it was a little bit chilly. But thanks for coming, Jeff. I appreciate it. And we'll let you know when the next coverage is going to be. And we'll see you then.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
All right. So final score, Griswold Wolverines 6, St. Bernard Saints 0. You have been watching the Griswold Wolverines boys soccer exclusively on GSPN and SNSN Radio. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns.
People are raving about the Burns Agency for their commitment to their customers. When it comes to home, auto, business, and life insurance, people know they can always call, text, or chat online with a real person for all their insurance needs. People really do buy better at Burns.
The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns.
You buy better, it burns. You buy better, it burns. You buy better.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Griswold Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org.
Unlike Mr. Vanilla Soy Latte over here, I'm walking away from the state with something worthwhile. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.